Und da
All his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Und damit sind wir wieder hier in der Stanley Parabel. Ja. Wir gehen hier einfach mal weiter. Warte mal. Moment mal. Beim ersten Ending, also beim zweiten, das hier hatten, wo wir dem Erzähler vertraut haben, da gab es eine Entscheidung, die ich nicht ausprobiert habe. Die will ich kurz machen. Übrigens, was in Part 1 passiert ist, falls ihr das wissen wollt, oben links wird vielleicht eine Anmerkung jetzt erscheinen und wenn nicht, dann nicht. Zum ersten Part. Hier, Broom Closet. Das war interessant.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Man kann hier nicht rein, schade. Schade. Boss's Office. Okay.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Entschuldigung.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
Oh ja. Oh ja, so geil. New Age Musik. Oh. Können wir jetzt bitte weitermachen? Ich müsste hier langsam mal durch. Danke.
Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Aha. Okay. Also, letzte Gelegenheit, den ersten Part anzuschauen. Ansonsten, ich garantiere für keine... Ja, ich glaube, da war so eine Möglichkeit, dass ich mich entscheiden konnte. Das will ich nochmal gucken. Ich rush dann wieder hier so voll durch, ey. Ja, das tue ich. Da kommt bestimmt was Spannendes bei raus. Ja. Ich glaube, es gibt auch irgendwie so Endings, die man mit einer Konsole erreichen kann. Oh, keine Ahnung. Vielleicht so? Extras. Zurück. Tastatur. Zurück. Na nee, warte, bearbeiten. Hier kann man doch bestimmt... hier. Okay, das mache ich später. Nicht jetzt. Entschuldigung.
Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Los geht's.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Ach, da kann man auch raus, ne? Ich mach das später. Ich möchte jetzt diese Entscheidung. Jetzt kommt der große Raum mit den ganz vielen Bildschirmen. Oder?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out? Now the monitors jumped to life.
Da, guck mal, da ist meine Nummer. Hallo.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building.
Die Musik ist gut, aber nicht von dem Entwickler, beziehungsweise Musiktypen. Wobei doch, es gibt zwei Musiktypen.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep. Oh.
No.
Go up.
He refused to
Go
believe
up,
it.
dumbass.
He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never.
Hey, da steht
It was
Pirate.
unthinkable,
Yo,
wasn't it? Was
our
it even
pirate
possible?
entry.
Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions.
Da ist ein
Happy
Knopf da,
or
den will ich
sad
drücken.
or content. Walking,
Da ist ein
eating,
schöner großer Knopf,
working,
den muss ich
all of it
drücken. Tut mir leid,
monitored
aber...
and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in,
4.
Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Ich weiß nämlich, wenn man da reingeht, dann sind da 2 Knöpfe und ich habe den Off-Knopf gedrückt. Oh, eine 5. 0, 5, 2, 1. Mhm. Ah, der große Bildschirm. Da unten steht Mind Control Dings da oder so. Ja.
And when at last
So,
he
ich
found
habe
the source of the
auf
room's
Off
power,
gedrückt.
he knew it was his duty. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
Doch.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification,
What?
nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the
Scheiße.
entire complex.
Oh.
How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes.
Okay.
Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires.
Okay.
Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy
Alle
it.
Knöpfe drücken.
Mere
Oh Gott.
moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Ach du Scheiße. Eine
You'd like
3.
to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die
Also
anyway.
was
I'll tell
hatten
you
wir?
exactly what happened to them.
Da.
I erased them.
Oh.
I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I
Nette
tell
Musik,
it,
muss
I
ich
simply
sagen.
let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich.
Schnell.
I just hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley?
Oh, eine
You
Tür,
have no
eine Tür.
idea where you're going or
Nein.
what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to
Spannung.
struggle.
Oh Gott.
30 seconds until a big boom and then no ending here. Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Scheiße.
Make it
Ah.
or don't. It's all the same to me. All a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever.
Tschüss. Okay. Ich frage mich ja, gibt es da eine Möglichkeit, diese Explosion aufzuhalten? Ja, dem widme ich mich jetzt aber nicht. Es ist auf jeden Fall ein Ende.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others. So the thought of total solitude was terrifying.
Jetzt einfach zu diesem Escape-Punkt da. Ja, das erscheint mir logisch. Also wir sind da ja eben zum Escape-Schild vorbeigelaufen. Da gehe ich jetzt einfach rein. Die Musik, die war sehr gut. Ja, die war sehr gut.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Talk less, unbelievable, things, bla bla bla, don't get fired. Ach, das war witzig da drin.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Irgendwo kann man auch aus dem Fenster springen, ich weiß nur nicht wo. Ist jetzt aber auch irrelevant.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Kill surprise.
Dankeschön, dass du mir das erspart hast. Bitte erspar mir dieses Gelaber jetzt auch. Das Spiel ist wirklich interessant. Ah, danke. Er erspart es mir. Okay, Escape. Da vorne.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Nö, Escape ist mir spannend.
Although this passageway had the word Escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Yay! Violent Death, das ist doch spannend.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly.
Die Bombe konnte ich ja eh nicht entschärfen. Ui. Was sind das für Geräusche? Also, das war jetzt nicht im Spiel. Okay, tschüss. Ui. Da passiert noch was, sonst würde da The End is never the end is never the end is stehen. Loading. Steht da natürlich auch. Hui.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Tschüss.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal
Ich will den alten
doors.
Erzähler wieder.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Nee. Nett.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Wo bin ich?
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making
Credits.
life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Yay. 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 Ein Museum ist das, oder? Ja, das ist ein Museum, ja, in der Tat. Oh, die Knöpfe. Hier, warte, das. Button Sounds. A selection of sounds used throughout the game and broadens the proceed sound as a mix of... Credits. Credits. The Stanley Parable written and Original Music. Blake Robinson. Das ist dieser Typ, den ich beim letzten Part gemeint habe. Ach, Andreas Jorgensen. Oh, Kevin MacLeod. The Office. Das ist ein schönes Museum, ja, doch. Oh, Warzone. What? Das finde ich aber wirklich interessant eigentlich. Oh, these are screenshots of Stanley Parable HE. More innings, fewer innings, moderators, fewer moderators, more than last Stanley. Am I going crazy? Maybe it's blah, 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 blah. Ist das die Version, die ich gerade spiele oder nicht? Nee, die spiele ich doch. Ach, keine Ahnung. Ich bin verwirrt. Was ist das? Narrator emails. After seconds. Blah, 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 blah. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. Stanley's office. Oh. Da. Schön, da waren wir noch nicht. Da ist ein schönes großes Bild. Oh, da ist die Kapsel. Und da ist der Countdown Room. Early Version. Ah. Das ist Early Spiel-Dings dazu. Okay, ich bin fertig.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Ich mag den alten Erzähler mehr. Ich muss ja wohl den Schalter umlegen. Also, bringen wir es hinter uns.
Can you see?
Nee.
Can you see how much they need one another?
Ich sehe es nicht. Es ist dunkel.
Perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Es ist dunkel.
But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...